On today's show, we get ready for winter with a most unique fall get-together. This story proves wishes do come true.
This is great.
In a classroom, Mr. Waltz found a new way to educate his kids. He brought the outdoors inside.
Kind of crumble them up a little bit.
And a new recipe just in time for the holiday season.
Minnesota Bound, presented by Connecticut Water Treatment Systems.
Hey everybody, Laura and I welcome you to Minnesota Bound.
Up first, a story to get us ready for winter weather.
We are headed north to Sturgeon Lake to meet members of the coolest outdoor convention.
When was the last time you met people with ants in their pants?
Yeah, look at that. We got matching hats. Yeah.
A YMCA camp full of excited daydreamers.
Last year, it was raining like a son of a gun.
A community that likes to winter camp.
Because we're weird.
Every October, people from all over the place come to Camp Miller, home to Minnesota's Winter Camping Symposium.
The motto of this particular gathering is wood smoke, wool, and weirdos.
Laverne Flack drove all day.
9 hours and 45 minutes, that included my stops.
Takashi Asaka came from a bit further away.
Yeah, he's all the way from Japan.
There's another one of those Canucks over there.
A fall reunion, a ritual, a chance to peek at new gear and trade camping tips.
I was showing you this last time.
Yeah, I remember.
The symposium allows this crowd to dream of a dreadfully cold and snowy winter.
Yes.
If only it could come sooner.
You wouldn't believe how comfortable these tents are. On a cold evening, you get in here, you get this stove cranked up. It's really luxurious.
Good thing, too.
Yes, this is great.
Really? I mean, how cliche.
5-6 inches today.
The first big snow on the first night of winter camp.
It is cool. We've had some years in shorts, but waking up this morning, it felt like we were in our element. We relish this. We look forward to it. We sit around and celebrate this.
Dave Delafield
We've carved a pothook.
came from Canada
Yes, that's right.
in sandals.
If you wear really breathable footwear, you actually stay a lot warmer. I find it quite comfortable, but I wouldn't want to wade out through the wet snow today.
Rob and Lonnie jump right out the storm in rather old school gear.
Yeah, this is pre-1840s, most of it. But we've been camping traditional style since about 2001.
My friends think I'm a saint for going with them.
This is the knot that you will use over and over and over again.
Symposium guests get a chance to learn new skills,
Go over and this way
There you
and
go.
down. Okay.
like building snowshoes or sewing a simple gear bag.
It's the self-satisfaction of making your own equipment and your own gear. You take care of it a little bit better and you appreciate it. And if you wreck it, you know how to fix it. So
Susan Chisholm
Let me try it.
weaves her way through a first pair of snowshoes.
And then you can pull her tight. Well, you can also pull it off, dear, but you don't.
Not that tight. I don't do knots well. This is really amazing.
Sure is. Summer camp-like fun for people who love winter.
And outdoors and playing outdoors, having fun is kind of the name of the game.
We are a fairly unique group of folks who just seem to enjoy winter in the woods more than anything.
The idea to not only survive, but thrive out in all of this? It's a Minnesota thing.
It is a prep for us. It is a celebration of what's to come, and apparently it came to.
Just something else.
Coming up next, meet a Minnesota teacher making a difference. He brought the outdoors right into his classroom.
Minnesota Bound is brought to you by Connecticut Water Treatment Systems, North Dakota Tourism, Star Bank, and by Strike Master.
Okay, we hear all the time about great people doing great things for the outdoors indoors. But not long ago, I discovered one teacher in his classroom making a difference.
Minnesotans Making a Difference. Presented by the Minnesota Lottery.
Outdoor education, rather elementary at Palmer Lake.
Wait, I know what you liked. You liked when we got back in the room, didn't you, Alex? I really liked that you were cheering on your classmates, no matter if they were ahead, behind, you were encouraging, and that was really cool to see.
This is a story about one teacher's passion.
What are things that you like the best?
Not that long ago, Mr. Waltz, as the kids know him, had a bit of an outdoor epiphany. He thinks he might have figured out a way to better teach kids. Seems like his idea worked hook, line, and sinker.
It's great because you walk in and it immediately catches your attention and you wonder, what's this room all about? What's this teacher all about?
And then one day in second grade, he surprised us with the ice house and the boat.
Teacher Waltz's boat, a real boat.
My old duck boat is in there. First duck boat I went duck hunting in with my dad.
When he decided to design his classroom, he really looked at ways to bring in the outdoors to his classroom.
An idea based off what educators call the Learning Studio model. It gets rid of traditional school desks and chairs and offers a different environment for kids to learn.
I also have my first ice fishing house. Stools in there with a little light. They can go in there if they wish. The kids are able to choose their spots and do the activities that they want to do in a more comfortable, less structured setting. There's choices that come along with this, and I think that that's good to empower them. Remember when we planted before, what did we look at? How did we know?
What Mr. Waltz cannot bring indoors, he instead takes his kids out too.
We're going to go out and plant the sunflower seeds. Okay, come on and find a spot along the sidewalk over here. Here we go.
Today, the kids dirty their hands in a simple garden.
See a rock, what can you do with the rock? Take it out and just put it to the side. Are we going to throw the rock? No.
Teacher hopes students will watch seeds sprout and eventually flourish, much like their own learning curve.
No eating any of the bugs. We're having lunch and you don't want to ruin your lunch today.
Aww.
I know. They're extra, just something else for the kids to do and enjoy nature a little bit more. I just thought it would be an easy thing. We can measure it. We did some graphing last year with it, and it was something fun for the kids.
Well, Mr. Waltz has a great passion for teaching, and he is a lover of the outdoors, and so he's found a way to really meld his love for teaching with a love for outdoors.
In the classroom, just watch. The unique prompts sure look like they work.
Every time I come in from recess, this is where my place where I always relax because I like the pillows and stuff. Yeah, I'm working on what we did when we went to the courtyard and we planted like pumpkins, sunflowers, and other kind of plants.
Yeah. I think it helps the kids not be put in such a strict space. They can go and they can move around, and it just gives them an opportunity to go and sit and be comfortable and do their work.
A teacher hoped he might make a difference in the classroom. Mr. Waltz got more than he bargained for.
It's been neat for me to try, to pass along some of that outdoor knowledge.
So if you want to attract all-around birds to your backyard in the wintertime, I would suggest the black oil sunflower seed as the base of all of your bird feeding. The black oil sunflower seed is by far the most versatile seed. It attracts the most amount of birds, the most variety of birds, and there's several studies that show that this seed is most popular for two reasons. One, it's high nutrition, and two, it is easy for the birds to open up. So the type of birds that would come to a black oil sunflower seed would be cardinals, blue jays, chickadees, nuthatches. So this is the perfect feeder for black oil sunflower seeds. Single perch, large opening, bird can reach inside and take as many seeds as it likes.
Up next, Laura and Chef Jim get wild in the kitchen. And later, a Minnesota-bound classic celebrates life on the trail with all kinds of creatures.
Kind of listens to me a little bit.
Closed captioning provided by Treasure Island Resort and Casino.
It's time to get wild in the kitchen. I'm here with Chef Jim Kimberg from Crave Restaurants. And Chef Jim, it is deer hunting season. And what are we making today? I have a feeling it involves venison.
It does. I love this time of the year. So if you're like me, you got your deer harvested, you got it processed, you end up with a lot of ground venison, you end up with some sausages.
A lot of deer sausage, I noticed.
I love the sausage too, but you're always thinking of different things to do with it. So today we're doing a venison flatbread with a bratwurst, the venison bratwurst.
That sounds delicious.
First step, we're gonna get the flatbread crust ready to roll. If you could do me a favor and just brush a little olive oil on there. Yeah, just nice thin little coating on that. Sprinkle a little bit of dried oregano on top of that.
Dried oregano.
So next comes the sauce.
The sauce. This is probably the most important ingredient, yes?
Look at that, you're a natural.
Time to slice the sausages.
Let's cut it up.
These are pre-cooked.
They are pre-cooked, yep. And we just finished them on the grill a little bit, give them a little bit more flavor. We are ready for assembly. So let's get some of that venison bratwurst on there.
Okay. Can't have too much sausage, can you?
I don't think so.
Apparently not when I make pizza. How's that?
That looks beautiful. Next step is the cheese. Let's get some cheese on top of that sausage.
And are we using Wisconsin cheese
We
curds?
are using Wisconsin cheese curds, of course.
Awesome.
So yeah, just kind of crumble them up a little bit and put them on top.
Now I'm noticing some other delicious ingredients here.
We've got some roasted red peppers, some roasted mushrooms, and then also some caramelized onions.
Love all three of those.
And then we have a special garnish today. We've got some crispy kale.
Ooh. Little roasted red pepper.
Looks great. And this is the most important part, so no pressure.
I'm a little nervous.
Carefully slide it into that oven.
This is how professional pizza makers do it. Uh-oh, we're losing ingredients, Jim. Now, how long do we cook our pizza in our wood-burning stove here?
Well, if you have a fancy stove like this at your home,
Which I'm sure everybody does.
burning it at about 500 degrees, it's gonna be about 6-7 minutes tops. All right, let's do this.
Not when you want to drop the pizza.
Don't drop the pizza.
Look at that.
We've got that crispy kale. It's gonna make a beautiful garnish. It's gonna add some
delicious.
nutrition, a little texture.
Now it's time for my favorite part, the taste testing.
The tasting, let's do it.
Once again, Jim, wildly delicious.
Thank you.
Perfect idea for holiday entertaining or maybe an afternoon of Sunday football. If you're looking for the recipe, venison sausage flatbread pizza, you can go to mnbound.com. So good.
Hi, I'm Terry Tuma. Let me show you my favorite way of hooking a waxworm or silver wiggler, for that matter, ice fishing with small ice lures. And the common approach is always to thread it on in this fashion. And what I hear so many times is don't let that sunfish see the point of that hook. So it ends up to be sort of a glob, if you will, in this fashion. But just over the years of experimenting and working with these types of grubs, and again, it's going to apply to silver wigglers and so forth, and it's to hook it through the tip and right at that brown end, and just hook it. And you need a very sharp hook, just to pierce. You do not want to rip that skin, but you want the natural juices to flow out, and just let it hang in this fashion, and that becomes more productive. Give it a try. I think it's going to improve your success for both sunfish and crappies this winter.
Straight ahead, Ron Shera hits the trail with a rare beast of burden.
Minnesota Bound is brought to you by Radco Truck Accessories, Pearson Salted Nut Roll, and by Totem Resorts, the premier destination for world-class fishing.
Today's Minnesota Bound Classic takes us back to 2000.
The year Ron Shera hit the trail with a few new friends.
These are the famed Smoky Mountains, majestic and, as the name implies, mysterious. The Smokies cradle the past in rolling meadows where time, it seems, has paused, waiting for the next winds of change to sweep across the mountain peaks. Yes, the Smokies have seen a lot in their days, but the face of tomorrow has never, perhaps, looked like this, or this, or this.
This is Tinkerbell. She gives kisses.
You hungry, Rock?
3 years ago, Bob McIntyre and his wife Kathy started using llamas to help visitors explore and hike the scenic wildness of Smoky Mountain National Park. And the role llamas play on a hike may surprise you.
It's okay, baby. We were avid backpackers, and one day I blew out my knee. So we decided we'd just get some llamas, since we'd seen them carrying all kinds of gear, and let them pack for us.
On the trail, llamas are very much at home in rugged country, moving under and over obstacles in any kind of mountainous terrain. A cousin to the camel, llamas are native in parts of South America, where it's raised for its wool and to work as a pack animal. What's more, their hooves are environmentally friendly.
Foot is just a soft pad with 2 toenails.
What else is there to know about llamas?
The number one question, do they spit? I got so tired of trying to explain it away, I just say yes now.
Spit and hum. But it's nothing to fear. Llamas seem to enjoy hiking more than spitting.
I like the animal itself. They're very manageable. They're friendly.
Friendly and handy. With a load capacity of up to 60 pounds, a llama can pack a picnic that makes lunch in the woods feel like a banquet. And when you hike together, well, you tend to bond together.
And he kind of listens to me a little bit.
Honestly, I was a little skeptical of it. I love to hike and get out, and I thought, why would I want to drag an animal? But I enjoyed it very much. They're very sweet.
So sweet, in fact, Rocky and I were on a first-name basis.
Can you say Ron? That's good. Thank you very much.
Who knows? Maybe this is the perfect hiking companion. One that'll follow you anywhere.
Come on, come on.
Okay, trivia time. What is the difference between a llama and an alpaca?
You know, there's a few things. Alpacas have fine hair, and llamas actually weigh 3 times as much. But either way, I think they're pretty adorable, and they have fabulous eyelashes.
There you go. Well, that about does it for us. We'll see you back here next week.
In the meantime, introduce a kid to the great outdoors. Llamas are cute. I got fine hair, too.
Transportation provided by Premier Transportation. Call 1-800-899-7433. To get more Minnesota Bound, including full episodes, go to mnbound.com. And to follow our latest adventures, like us on Facebook.